Each year, the William and Mary Law School initiates an honorary member of the Order of the Coif. As it turns out, the William and Mary Law School did not have a chapter of the Order of the Coif until 1981. Accordingly, our honorary member is always a person who graduated from the law school before 1981, who would have been eligible for Coif had we had a chapter at their time of graduation. The honorary member must also be a person who has achieved great distinction in the law over the course of their career. Each year, this person is chosen by vote of the faculty members of the Order of the Coif. The law school alumnus who we elected this year to Coif is Stephen P. Carney, who graduated from Marshall-Wythe in 1980. Steve, if you'll step up. I'm going to talk about you a little bit, but I'm going to ask you to go ahead and walk up, if you will. Let me tell you a little bit about Steve. Steve received his undergraduate degree in biology from the College of William and Mary in 1972. He actually, though born in New Jersey, he did not grow up in this country. He spent most of his childhood in Martinique, France, and Spain. In fact, didn't speak English until he was about 13 years old. His father was in the diplomatic corps. He learned English quite well, I assure you. Came to the College of William and Mary, as mentioned, and graduating in 72. And then he returned to the law school, where he graduated in 1980 as one of our most outstanding students. He finished number 6 in his class. He was a member of the William and Mary Law Review, and he was also a legal writing instructor. Following graduation, Steve Carney clerked for Judge Calvert Clark of the United States District Court for the Eastern District of Virginia. From 1981 until 1988, he was associated with the Venable Law Firm in Baltimore, practicing in the areas of employment law and real estate law. And then in 1988, he became general counsel for the Medical Mutual Liability Insurance Company, a position he held for 17 years. He is currently of counsel to the Baltimore law firm of Funk and Bolton. Steve has been very active in civic engagements in Maryland, including serving for a number of years as the statewide chair of the Maryland March of Dimes. For many years, he's been an adjunct professor at our law school. And consistent with his skills as a legal writer, he's placed great emphasis with his students on writing. And some of his students have published papers that they wrote in his course. He also serves as an adjunct professor at the University of Maryland. Steve Carney's been a great friend of the law school for 30 years since he graduated, 31 years, I should say. In addition to his service as an adjunct professor, he served on our Alumni Association Board, our Foundation Board, and as a member of our law school co-counsel program. Steve lives in Maryland, but happily he spends a lot of his time here in Williamsburg serving our students, for which we're very grateful. Steve, it is my great personal honor to welcome you to the Order of the Coif.
I have to take my glasses off to actually read, so. Well, thank you very much for this honor. I'll be very brief because I know you have a full agenda today. But initially, I wanted to thank Dean Douglas and the Marshall-Wythe faculty for this honor. And I also want to thank my wife, Tricia, for putting up with my rather unusual schedule over the past several years, and particularly for allowing me in the fall to completely disappear from Baltimore for an entire day each week to come down here and teach. Now, I really have only 2 short observations I want to make. And the first one is, to reiterate, I'm extremely grateful for the opportunity that I have been given to teach at such an outstanding institution. I've obviously found the experience incredibly rewarding, and in fact, I suspect that I may have learned more from teaching than my students have learned from me. In fact, I know a couple that would definitely second that comment. But I think what makes this law school unique, aside from all the hard data, is the consistent dedication that the faculty here has to the primary goal of a law school, which is to educate and to prepare the next generation of lawyers for the practice of law, and to encourage all of you as you become practitioners of law, to practice as citizen lawyers. I think that is ultimately what makes this law school unique. So once again, congratulations to all of you for your accomplishments, and thank you very much for this honor.